So, a thing that comes with being a BIPOC woke bitch is knowing that there are various experiences and injustices that you have with other BIPOC woke bitches who don't fall into your BIPOC woke bitch group. It is extremely important that while having solidarity in the similarities, that you hold space while not centering yourself in the differences. You feel me? As Kathy Park Hong referenced in Minor Feelings, it's all about speaking nearby an experience, not about an experience. Completely unrelated, my name is Cree Miles, aka Black Emily Dickinson, Black as in Africa Diaspora, and I am about to review Undocumented Americans by Karla Cornejo Villavicencio.
Read a book, you illiterate son of a bitch, step up your vocab.
So, can we just talk a minute about how hard Karla snapped on this structure? Because she went off. She's taking these huge moments that are in the American consciousness, like 9/11 and Flint, showing us how specifically fucked up the undocumented person's experience was in these flashbulb moments. In the 9/11 chapter, she talks about the man who was murdered in the Twin Towers because he was delivering a pizza probably, but we'll never know for sure because he doesn't have any papers to prove who he is. That's really fucked up. So she balanced the historical narrative with her own personal narratives, not only just in relation to her immediate family, but also her internal emotional development and how that all contributed to her undocumented experience and speaks to the undocumented experience at large. Like, me and Karla are cut from the same cloth. Not the same cloth, because she went to Harvard, so hers is more expensive. But similar cloths, because she just goes on telling this narrative in these beautiful prose with all of this great context, and throwing a little metaphor, a little simile, and then another sentence will be, I'm a sad bitch. It's perfect. Mothers of the Plaza de Mayo, why the fuck was I in primary school for all them years and nobody ever fucking told me about that? During the 70s and 80s in South America, the dictators disappeared some 30,000 people in Argentina alone, just in 7 years. And they mamas went down to the presidential palace every day at 3:30 p.m. with pictures of their babies like, we know what the fuck you did? And they're still doing that? Why didn't anybody tell me that? An undocumented man, Harrison, couldn't get treatment for his cancer, but when the pain was too great, he would go to the emergency room and they would dope him up on morphine. And during one of those visits, they found out that he had fluid in his heart, so they operated on the man's heart, though he had cancer and it was not heart cancer? Where the fuck they do that at? America! And then, you know, like, I'm reading it. This is crazy. And y'all not gonna believe me because you wasn't there. It was just me in my head. But I'm just like, so Karla getting all these stories, is she about it or not? I was like, is Karla out here Kevin Cartering it? Kevin Carter is the photographer who won a Pulitzer for taking a picture of the starving black child during the apartheid, 1993 or 4. He won a Pulitzer. And so literally at the top of the page that I'm reading, I'm starting to wonder that, like, Karla got all these stories, but like, is she pulling up? And then a few paragraphs later, she was like, I just want to be clear, I'm not a journalist. I harass immigration lawyers. I am always doing a fundraiser. I always show up for my people. Because all them people going back and forth like, well, Kevin, it was complicated, da-da-da. Guess who would have fed the baby something? Karla. Me too. And then it got even crazier because a few pages later, Karla mentioned Kevin Carter. That was a full circle, crazy, trippy ass moment for me, bro. And like I said, I ain't got no proof because I was just sitting reading it. And I did go, bro, whoa, wild. And then my husband was like, what? And I couldn't explain. There was no time. And told me to read this. Like, obviously, shout out to Books to Henny because he has been telling everybody and their mama and their great grandma and their great auntie and their sixth cousin twice removed to read Undocumented Americans. And so I had it and I picked it up, and holy shit, it does not disappoint at all. It doesn't. It's ridiculous the amount of things that we don't know about the people that we are also holding space with, not only in this country, but also in solidarity as the oppressed. So please, go get the book. I know it's still making rounds because One World shares pictures of it all the time, but it's a really important read. Karla did the damn thing. I'm really thankful that I have it. I'm, again, so thankful for books. I don't know where I would be without them. I'm so grateful for this and for all of the things that I learned. And it's sad. I grieved a lot while I was reading, but it's important. I'll see you guys later. Bye.